Hello, hello, beautiful people. It's Coach Lucretia Hayes Reno, and today we're going to be talking about the Stone of Transformation, one of my favorite, a Synergy 12 stone, and it's called Scolecite. Yes, indeed, Scolecite. I love it. It's very powerful, very, very, very powerful, very high vibrational energy. But before we get started, let me just do my shameless plugging, okay? So you guys will know how to get more information. At some point in time, I will do a book of physical healing, and I will be talking about some of these stones that I work with. I have a ton of stones. And I will definitely keep you guys posted on that. Meantime, for all updates and to see my blog, go to www.lucretiahayes.com, and you can check out some of my books. You can check out articles on my blog or ask questions, whatever you want to do there. And if you want to be a part of the question and answer session, if you have any questions concerning coaching, concerning metaphysical data, concerning spirituality or crystals, which I love talking about, just send me an email at lucretia.hayes@gmail.com or comment below any video, and I will be sure I do read them and I do put them in queue to be answered. Now, with that being said, let's have a little fun. Stone of Transformation. Now, some of you may ask, why do I call this, which I didn't come up with that term, the Stone of Transformation, but that's just one of the many names and the one I chose tonight because it really is a powerful stone. I call it also the Stone of Deep, Deep, Deep Peace. Now, some of you right now are reading my book, 31 Thoughts That Lead to Peace. I started pairing this stone, this crystal, and this is a rough piece. You can get Scolecite tumbled, and you can buy it in jewelry form also. But anywho, I started meditating and with this piece and doing the affirmations from the 31 Thoughts That Lead to Peace again, just to see, can I can I really supercharge these well-written affirmations? And sure enough, yes, 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 you can. This stone is one of those stones that resonate in the heart chakra, heart and higher chakras. So from your heart space up, including your throat, because it aids in communication, particularly with spirit communication. Also with your third eye, it clears you, it fills you with light. Because see, some people, and we'll get into this one day soon, some people, when they are working with their chakras, especially their third eye, they say they see a lot of darkness. Well, this stone is good at clearing that up. Scolecite. Did I just break a little piece of it off? I hope not. It just really did look like a little piece fell off, didn't it? Oh my. It does have needling, or whatever. So, anyway, and it resonates with your crown and higher chakra. So it's a great, great stone for deep, deep peace, for personal transformation, for meditation. It's a life changer. This is, I think I said earlier, one of the Synergy 12 crystals. And so as that, it's one of the higher vibrational stones, and it works quickly. For a lot of stones, there are some stones you need to work with over the course of, some days or some weeks or even some months in order for you to see the difference. This is not one of those stones. It really, really works quickly, or at least in my own experience, it did. I'll give you guys a quick story. When you're checking out a stone, and listen at this, guys, let's just say you have a handful of the same kind of stones sitting there. You may pick up one and not feel anything. That doesn't mean dismiss all of the stones of that kind. It just means you have to find one that resonate with you. So I'm a left-handed person. I tend to pick my stones up and try them in my left hand. The first time I put this stone in my left hand, I literally could feel like the vibration of it. It felt like it was just traveling up my arm and through my body. I literally could feel it. It wasn't like an imaginary thing. I wasn't in deep meditation or trance state yet or nothing. I just picked it up. I closed my hand around it, and immediately I could feel it. Having this stone, often I set it out on my altar. I just leave it out. I might just set it there, and every time I look at it, every single time I look at it, I remember my affirmations, because crystals are actually programmable. Now, for those of you who don't really believe in crystal healing, let me explain something to you, that the power of crystals, the memory of crystals, the amplification abilities of crystals is well documented. In fact, if you have a cell phone, you're dealing with crystal technology, because most cell phones have crystal quartz in it, clear quartz. Okay, now, not to get off of what we're talking about, the stone transformation. With this stone, if you work with it every day for about 7 days, you will literally see a big difference in your heart. You will literally start feeling yourself releasing all those heavy burdens that you've maybe held since childhood. Now, it's not the best stone in the world for dealing with past trauma. I would say rhodonite or something like that, even when it concerns your heart, or maybe even rose quartz. I mean, depending on what your heart issue is and what that trauma is. But when you're dealing with this stone, you can literally feel that stuff coming to the top, and you will just start feeling your perspective on it change. And it has nothing to do with what anybody is telling you. You just start feeling your perspective change. It's almost as if you feel your heart opening and whatever was in there just floating up and out. It's almost like you can feel yourself releasing all of your burdens. So I highly recommend Scolecite. Now, for those of you who understand crystal healing and meditation with crystals and different things like that, this will come as no shock to you. For those of you who have never done it, then I just suggest that you take my word for it and you try it out and get your own experience with it. When dealing with any kind of Synergy 12 crystal, well, really it's a lot of crystals that are really powerful, but the Synergy 12s are amazing crystals. And I had bought the Scolecite and the pedalite. That's what this is. Pedalite, I don't know how they say it, but that's it, this little thing here. I bought these two at the same time, and I already had this Damberite piece. Now, all three of these, for those of you who don't know, are considered Synergy 12 high vibrational stones. So, quick story, and then we'll be done. So, I got these in, and I'm all excited. Now, I did read that you shouldn't buy all 12 of the Synergy 12 stones at one time. You should collect them slowly and let the, kind of adjust to the ones you have before you add new ones, because when you get them all together, they're supposed to, it's supposed to be miraculous type of transformation that happened in your life. So I had Damberite, and I hadn't really felt much of anything from it, but it's a nice little piece, and I like it. I like touching it. I like how it feels because it has that groove in there. And so when these came, the first thing I did, because I don't know, I like to experiment, or I'm hard-headed, I don't know. So I put all three of these together on my altar, and then I said, wow, I picked them up. And when I put all three of them together, the Scolecite got hot. And at that day, I had on my crystal necklace with the clear quartz, and I mean, literally, my body felt like it was being taken over by waves of energy, waves of energy, waves of energy. I was like, oh my, let me put this down, And so when I started working, I just kind of started here, and I love this stone. It's almost always where I can see it, and I feel like it's delicate because of the needle, and I really think I might have broke a little piece a little bit ago. But anyway, I started working with this one, and then I put it with clear quartz to amplify one time because I wanted to experiment. And guys, I'm telling you something. When you start working with these stones, when you use an amplifier like clear quartz with it, oh my goodness, if you're not grounded, you will literally feel as if you have gotten a shot of adrenaline or something. It's amazing. It really, really is amazing. So I'm telling you guys, start slowly. Don't do what I did, one stone at a time or whatever. And I will be going over these stones, the Damberite and the pedalite, very, very soon. Again, thank you guys. If you have further questions or concerns, comments, do it below. Be sure to subscribe and share. And if you don't comment below, you can also email me, lucretia.hayes@gmail.com. Thanks again.